Welcome to Cocobolo Nature Reserve in Panama. It's owned and managed by CREA, which stands for Conservation Through Research, Education and Action. In this video we want to show you basically around the reserve and show you some of the facilities so you know what to expect when you get here. If you got this far at this river, you basically come over the hills and cross several rivers to get to this point. This river at the moment is fairly low. It's actually the lowest it's not rained properly here for about 2 months. This is the drive heading to the main research station. All the area to the left was originally a cattle ranch before Michael Roy bought it and CREA started to manage it and left it to go back to nature. You'll see some parts of the reserve being planted around the camp anyway, being planted with bananas, cacao, coconuts, which give us some fresh stuff. This area here is the furthest you can actually drive to on the reserve. This area we call the Boyo. It's the centre of the research station. This large area, it's an area we eat, we work, we store our equipment here, and we come back and chill in the hammock sometimes. It has internet, it has plug points we can power up things, laptops, cameras, etc. It also is an area that we store our equipment, such as the climbing equipment you can see here hanging up to dry after we've been up in the jungle. It's also a work area, so we do ask you to respect people if they're actually working and try and keep it quiet. There's also a lot of hammocks. You can just chill, read books, check the internet, or you can just sit there and watch the scenery. You can watch the hummingbirds at the feeders that surround the Boyo. You can also just spend some time and just look out at the scenery from the Boyo and relax. For accommodation, we have a block of single rooms at the back of the Boyo in the kitchen. They're small but comfortable. They have plug sockets and electricity. The other type of accommodation, you have to do this walk pretty much every day anyway. So we go down off the Boyo and we cross to the other side. It's very important that if you imagine doing this in the dark, that you do bring a torch, because you're going to have to do this to not only the toilets and the shower blocks but also to the accommodation. So we cross the bridge to the area that you'll arrive in the 4x4s, the central hub I talked about earlier, and then you'll turn left and up the gardens. This is also the routes that all trails go, and it goes further up into the reserve, which is straight ahead. You'll see to the left and right as we go up, there's platforms, ranchos we call them, and on these we put tents. They can be single man tents or 2-man tents, normally 6 to a platform. And this is the accommodation we can have on top of the little rooms that we have. The 2 to the left are open and a little bit more sunny, like this, which we have washing rails, drying rails at the back. The other ones on the other side are a little bit more shady and a little bit more private. They face the jungle. I'll show you those in a minute. These two face the jungle at the back. So they're a little bit darker, but they do provide a little bit more privacy at the back. These 2 platforms are older, they're wooden, but they're very, very comfortable and a little higher up, so they tend to get a little bit more breeze, so they're a little cooler than the newer ones. There's 2 of these, and again we put 6 tents per platform, 6 single man tents. These also have lights. The kitchen is at the back of the Boyo down these steps. We ask you, if you're part of a group, to respect the kitchen and not have too many people coming in and out as people are trying to prepare food. If you're here as a small group, then please make yourself at home in here. It's got basic facilities, but they're all great if they're kept clean. I think we really expect everyone to pull their share. We have a stove, gas burning stove, to cook water, to cook the food on. Again, please make sure that all waste and it's kept clean. The kitchen, the sink is kept clean after use. It prevents rodents and unwanted yeasties coming into the kitchen. Waste is put in the segregated bins outside and taken away daily. Please help and take away this rubbish to the sorting area. Washing can be done in here, outside. It's clothes washing. It's done in cold water, or you can heat some, and then we have various washing lines strung around that you can actually hang the stuff up. We have solar electricity, we don't have mains, so please be aware of this. If you've not been in a facility that's used a lot of solar, it's limited, so you can't charge hair dryers and you can't use things like that, but there is enough to run laptops and phones. We do have a backup generator, but we prefer not to use this if at all possible, so please respect how much electricity you use. It's not limitless. We have to run the fridge, and if we run out of electricity, the fridge just turns off. Some people, when they come to Cocobolo, they ask, where does the water come from? They're not used to an area that doesn't have mains. This is where it comes from. It comes from the rainforest. It comes down from the mountain. It's clear. It runs all year round, obviously. And this there is the intake pipe. This runs a few hundred meters to the camp and provides us with water to shower with, to cook with once it's filtered. So again, please respect that you could be crossing the stream that is going to be your drinking water. We have various filters in the line for ourselves. This is solid filter, and these are the 2 pre-filters in the kitchen that allow us to drink it straight away after this from this tap. Toilets and showers. So this is the set of toilets and showers that is near the Boyo. The toilets and the showers and all the facilities are shared by everyone, so they're not segregated at all. It's got to be noted that the showers, they're very basic. There's no hot water, it's just cold, but they're often shared by other animals and mammals and bats, so be aware of it. You might get a little shock, a little scream now and again, but it's nature. The top block, the building you can see right at the top in the distance there, is the second toilet block. It's past the ranchos and quite a way, so again remember to take your torch if it's dark. It's based on the same design as the other toilet blocks, so you've got showers, toilets and sinks that you can use, again all with cold water. They have lights, so at night time you can switch the light on. It's basic but very functional. Toilets. We need to talk about toilets. The toilets are dry compost toilets, so they look like this. So at the front is a urine catcher, so please, to everyone, sit down and use the toilet. The urine goes to the front to a separate type of drain and soak away. the rear part of the toilet just drops straight into these buckets, which are then filled with leaves, and it composts away. Where does it go? We take it when it's about a third full. We actually leave it for a little bit to compost, then we take it down here. In here at the back of the camp is the kitchen waste that gets composted and used for some of the trees, the banana trees, and at the back, behind that meshing, is the waste from the buckets. That's left for a year to 2 years while it composts down before it's used on the banana trees also. On that note, I think we'll call an end to this little view around our facilities. Enjoy your stay, and hopefully we'll see you soon. And it's giving you a little bit of an idea of the research station we have at Cocobolo Nature Reserve in Panama.